Okay, we're about to go in and close this position here. I opened up this one this morning. All the indicators when I was right here. I think it was right there. Let me see real quick. Yeah, when I was getting, that's the 15-minute. Give me the hourly. Let's pull this up like that. I opened it. Let's see. Right here, when the money flow closed over, and then the money flow crossed over, the momentum crossed over, the VWAP was high. That's when I got the alert to open the position. I opened the position. I don't know I was in the 240 range when I opened. And so as we come in here, you can see since then it's VWAP came down, momentum came down, the money flow came down. I did increase it from a 100 XRP to a 120 XRP. It's a weekend. Got a green dot. It started going up. Money flow's going up. VWAP, momentum, all going back up. We got a green dot up here. And now when we flip back over, if I'm reading this chart right, we have closed that extra portion of that position. Actually, I closed more than the extra portion. I had it set to take out. I had 100 when I entered. I added 20 when it went down here to lower the cost basis. Now it's closed out 40. We currently, let's add a take profit position at 5%. No, let's do a 2%. Nope. 1%. There we go. We're going to do a 1%. We're going to get rid of 25% of our holdings. And there we go. That's a little bit higher than I want. I want it to be right. I want it to be right inside those wicks right there. See those wicks? I want to be able to wick up and get it. I'm not trying to make a lot on it. I'm just trying to be positive, make some money, keep moving. So now let's look at our positions over here. Here's our Crypto position. We're way down on it right now. We're about $1,000 down on it, but we're down unrealized at $12 USD. We are realized we're positive up 2. So our real unrealized is our real profit right now in this is right around negative $10. Our Cardano position, I increased it to 2x and increased the holdings a little bit, but I've added in stops. ETH, very similar. We're down a lot in ETH, but ETH's got to come back. It looks like Solana took out a couple of the on its way up. Let's look at that. So I had some Solana positions that take profit positions. Okay, there we go. So what we'll do here with Solana, I'm gonna, because our Solana position, let's actually close that one. And we're gonna place a limit order down here for another 22. And if you want to know why I picked 22, we have 28, so I'm trying to take us up to an even 50. Okay, so similar, if we look at our link, I've got, it's almost a carbon copy of the strategy with Solana, except we're down, is we're going to go up. We're at 50, is that what we're at? Yeah, so what I actually want to do is, that's why that other one was weird. We want to bring this one down there. Now I know why the numbers were off. Okay, there we go. That was what was supposed to happen. I'd opened that third position, which would have taken me down to a much lower dollar amount. But um, when we go to our XRP, it's it's the strategy. Buy when it goes down, sells when it goes up. As soon as one of these trigger, open up some more downsides. As soon as the next one triggers, open up some more downside. If this goes on a run, then I'll probably close some of these down here, and that way, because you can see I've got way down, all the way down. I think down to 220 was the bottom of that ladder. So, sorry, I got a bit of a cough. My goal is to keep 500 in the trade, and keep adding to the position. And then once we get this profit here above 10 XRP, I may shift the goal. Right now my goal is keep 500 in the trade. I may shift the goal to 600 once I have 10 XRP realized profit, which that's closed out. Otherwise I'll just keep it. But that can be done multiple ways. One way is through closing these out and adding more, closing, adding more. And that's if we're going sideways. If we're going, if we're just going up and down, or if we're just going up, then of course you add to it and you'll slowly increase your cost basis. And what I'll do there is I'll close some of these lower ones down here, or just grab them and drag them up. Other than that, I think everything's going good. Keep in mind, be safe. This is what the weekend looks like. You don't make, well, I guess if you're trading a lot of money, you could potentially make a lot of money, but I don't trade a lot of money ever. I just stack. My goal is to stack a couple $100 a day. Maybe one day my risk tolerance will shift, and I'll go for stacking higher amounts, but my goal really per day is $500, stacking $500 a day. I don't hit it more than I hit it, but at least I have a goal I'm striving for. Some people, your goal is $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day. I mean, here's what it boils down to. Let's see, where is... Let me find a spreadsheet real quick. Look at the bear. The bear. Okay. Let me find a spreadsheet. We're going to open up a sheet. What I'm going to do is just a basic calculation so that you can see how to figure out what your number is, of how to calculate out the number you need to make. So it's uber simple. How many days are in a year? 365. That's divided into how many weeks? 52 weeks. How many weeks vacation do you want a year? 4. Okay. How many days a week do you not work? You want the weekend? 2. So now we're going to do equals that divided by that equals that times that and equals that times that minus that. And what I'm saying there is 52 weeks minus 4 weeks, because we got the 4 weeks taken away there. And we'll do, so it's really 48 weeks. And that's 96 days a year. So what is the total number of days a year you want to work? That minus that minus that. So 240 days a year. Now, how much money do you need to live? Let's say $100K a year is what you need to make. Let's throw that in a dollar form. Okay. Plop. You need to add. Don't know what happened there. Oh, I see what happened. This little thing on the side. And that. Okay. Now, you need to add 20% equals that times 20%. 20,000, and that's for taxes and benefits and stuff that you're going to end up having to pay if you're doing this on your own and you're not working a job. You'll have self-employment tax. You'll have health insurance at a higher rate. So now equals that plus that, and so we need to make 120,000 on 240 days. And I wish I could have done this better, but $500. And that's kind of the goal, to be able to make $500 a day for 240 days a year. The secret is, no, you can make more, but the secret is to make that consistently and to not lose money. Because when you lose money, it takes more money to make that money back. And that sounds like a moron statement, but it's not. That statement is really, if you think about it. Okay, we'll continue on this spreadsheet. I make $1,000. And just to make the math work easy, we're going to say, we're going to lose 10%. We lose $100. Minus 100, which will give us enter, give us $900. I'm not even going to do the math formula there. Now, to make that $100 back, we need to do 100 divided by 900. We have to make 11% back just for that 10%. Now let's apply some formulas to this. And let's do larger numbers. We're going to lose move this out of the way. Oh, come on now. I'm fat fingering the crap out of this thing. There we go. We're going to do a 10% loss equals that times that, so we can change the loss amount, equals that minus that, and we're then going to do equals that divided by that. Okay, so it's 11%, right? Okay, just to get back to even. Now, but keep in mind we need to make 500 up. Well, let's just say our goal is to make 2% a day. That's 2% on top of that. Now, this gets greater when you go to 40%. Now you've got to make 66% more. So you see how great the difference is? 20%. You got to make 25% more to get back to just even. So your goal, like if you only lose 1%, that's not a big deal. But if you lose 20%, so when you're making your trades, you got to know what your acceptable loss is going into the trade. Right now, I'm doing what I'm calling the crypto trades. My acceptable loss on that trade, because I'm only in, I think $100. I can make $100 back on other trades. And then once this trade's in positive, I'm going to move my stop loss up above the entry point, and I'll keep that stop loss above the entry point. I'll consistently, because the goal is, let's open another tab. We'll just work out the goal. The goal with this is enter $1,000 trade at 95K, which is somebody please pray for me and my mouse, because me and my keyboard, it's actually, this chair is kind of low. It's sitting at my normal desk. Okay, so there we go. 0.1 Bitcoin, a little bit more. Okay, I don't really care about that. Now, wish I knew the formula to calculate leverage gains, but essentially here's the goal. The goal is to be able to sell every day. Okay, we'll just say day 1. And day 2, we're going to go open, close, BTC, we'll say 95K. TOD. So the goal is we open this position, we have $1,000 in, we set it. Right now I didn't set a stop loss, but we will. Okay, and then we're going to put a take profit at 96K, and we're going to set insert column to the left. Let's take those two, merge them, and merge there. We want to make these things centered. Okay, perfect. And we're going to sell, let's say, 100. Okay, perfect. Which gives our, now the next day, it's 96K. We start with 1,000, but we close 100, taking some profits off. We go back in, open 100. Oops. Now, this is why I needed to do that, the cost basis. So the cost basis here equals that divided by that. Okay. Whoops, nope, that's what I wanted to do. Hit the wrong button, okay. So, now we will have equals that divided by that, which should be the same number. I'll enclose and open roughly the same number amount of BTC, but we increase our cost basis. Oh, I know how to figure that out. Okay. So cost basis will be equals 900 Believe it or not, people, me figuring this out is actually fun. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, we're going to go there. Okay, now, first thing we're going to do is crap, it's just going to move it up 10%. So it's going to take it up to 90. I don't know why I can't figure out how to make the math work, but the cost basis is going to end up being 95,100. There we go. Cost basis. 95,000. This cost basis here. Okay. Now we're going to add a stop loss in at 95,500, and I take profit at 97,000. Another 100, and here we'll put the whole thing. Oh, okay. Well, we sell this time on day 3. We come down to day 3. We got 97,000. We buy 100 because we sold 100, and we still have 1,000. Well, we actually now will have more than $1,000 because we have gains. And when we sold that 100, we actually took a portion of the gains out of it, and that's going to go towards that $500 a day we were talking about. Now this cost basis will jump up to, just for argument's sake, it's going to drop up to 95,300. I'm not sure if that's the exact math. So we will set we'll move our stop loss up to 95,900, essentially moving it up double the amount the stop loss goes up. We're going to move our take profit at there, and so slowly but surely we're taking profit. There is the process of when you take profit, what you add back, and let's just say you add 102 instead of 100. You basically take profit, you add the profit right back into the trade, because you're locking in profits with that increased stop loss. I have used that strategy before. When we get into profit on this trade, these couple crypto trades, we may choose to do that. But right now, we're just need to get into profit on this crypto trade, and we're not. And we're not on this other crypto trade either. This one we're $2,000 off. So it's nowhere near as pretty up here in the Great White North as it was when I was on here the other day. Honestly, it looks like a dreary winter day, like it's about to snow. Let's see. I wonder if it's going to snow. Let's pull up some weather. Local weather. It's nice. This thing doesn't even know where I'm at. Let's see what this says. Load. That's not where I'm at. Okay. We do have a full moon coming in the next week, I think. That's usually good sign for the Bitcoin. Yeah, I guess we do got winter weather coming in up here. Lots of it. It looks like the lake's gonna. I might not be doing my driving tomorrow. Um. Oh, I was gonna pull up the chart and see if I can see when that full moon comes in. Let's go to the daily. I know it's coming up. Oh, I got that market cipher B way too high. I need to put a link on here for what the bejeebas is that thing doing? That's not what I wanted. I want to do this. Okay. We're gonna drop this. Okay, here we go. The moon phases. See, we had our not so full. Here's our full. Our full moon should be coming in. What's the time frame between here? It's like 14. So the 25th. Wait, no. Did we just have a full moon? Hold on, let me ask the chat GPT if we just had a full moon. I might have, I might have missed it. Because I think it was around the first of the year. It should be, might have been just past 24 or 48 hours, but oh, because wait. February 12th. Okay, so it's coming up. Yeah. So it's next week. We got the full moon coming in. Full moon. So if we come back here, this is the last full moon. You can see we got that up. If we come back here, well, actually, it went down. So this is XRP, full moon seems to play on the markets. We go up. We went up. We went up. We went up. It's not a technical indicator, but it's an interesting coincidence. So we might see some upward movement on the full moon. I don't know. Let's look back at our trade and see where'd it go? There we go. Zoom out. or zoom in. We're moving in the right direction. So if you're using Femex, every once in a while you have to refresh the screen because it loses its where your point of you for it's I call it my point of control because it's where it's really where your cost basis is. It has to refresh to get that for you. I think it's when you switch from screen to screen or tab to tab or something. But here's our other position we have open right here. If you use BTCC, it's an old exchange. It's been around for a while. I don't even really know if they've ever updated it because it runs slow. But you see our open is below there. We're up to 42. We're up 0.3 BTC or zero point 0.3 XRP. I'm just gonna let that one ride. Once we close out the next take profit, I'll probably move my stop loss up above my entry and add some more, and kind of in the stair step method I was telling you about earlier. I'm constantly will be moving my stop loss higher than my entry, incrementally larger and larger gaps. Anyways, I'm gonna jump off here